views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
Ready? Stay.
I'm ready.
In your lane. What we said? Stay. In your lane. Okay. Ready, set, goes. Ready, set, go. Ready,
Hey.
set, go.
Let's go.
Hello. Come back over here. What are you doing? Swerving on your lane. Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Stay in Your Lane podcast. It's your girl, Samanta. Yes, and we're in the building. And today we have a very special guest. So today is going to be a very, very inspirational and motivational episode. So I hope you guys is ready for a thrilling one. So before we actually get into it and get into some things, I hope you guys go check out the last episode that actually got released yesterday. It's called An Uphill Battle with Sage, where he talked about his struggles with depression. He talked about actually coming into college, finding his lane and what his lane means to him, and just actually, focusing on himself in this last part of the 2024 that we have, got to realign those goals and stuff. So it's a very great episode. You would definitely learn a lot about it. And also there's a new episode that's coming up on this Thursday, and that one is with the financial advisor, Ed. That one is an amazing episode also. I know you guys going to get a lot of knowledge. So go over to YouTube at the Essex County College YouTube or on Spotify. Stay in your lane, and you can definitely actually hear the amazing insight. And don't forget to leave a comment, whatever questions you want to be answered, or you can also come to the Dasher and ask for Joe, and he will let you know about me if you want to get an opportunity to sit down here and have a heart-to-heart conversation in a safe place. So again, my name is Samantha. I'm the VP for the business club. If you want to join, please let me know. I'm the president for the podcast club. If you want to start yours, I'm right here to give you some advice. So let's get right into it.
Let's go.
Stay in your lane. All right, so let's just get right. See, we got to laugh that out. Let's just get right into it. So today I have in the studio with me the amazing Nadia. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm grateful.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored.
Oh, I appreciate you actually coming here with me. I appreciate that. So Nadia, she's actually a fitness motivator, a life coach, spiritual one. She also does cleaning, and she also does personal assistance in helping a lot of family out there. You are a woman of all trade, a superwoman.
Yes,
Introduce
I wear
yourself.
Many hats. Hi, everyone. I'm Nadia, and I'm a mom of three.
There we go. Yes.
I just want to inspire and motivate. That's my thing, and play a part in the healing of the world, because that's what's needed.
It
In this
is.
time. It's just time for us all to come together and do what we came here to do. Like,
Motivate and inspired.
we all have our talents and abilities, and I think that once we tap into it, then
we find our purpose.
yes,
Everyone trying to find their divine purpose.
purpose-filled life.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're a fitness motivator. What actually stand out to me is that you're a life coach, a spiritual life coach. And I think I love that, because one of my vision, actually in my mission, because you have to have a vision and mission for whatever you want to do. But what I want to achieve, my vision for this podcast, is to actually inspire others, motivate others, and so they can actually tap into their spiritual self, be aligned more, and just actually create a safe space for others to share their story and stuff, like helping others. So how did you get into that field?
Well, years ago, I started this program. It's called Momentum Education. So I got certified through Momentum Education, and it was a great experience. I met a lot of talented, beautiful people, and it just taught me, and that's where I first started. And then in real life, I realized that that's really my gift. Like, that's truly what I came to. My passion is always to inspire and motivate. So that just fell into place. Like, when I tell you, just trust the process of life and just go with the flow, and you'll be, it's like right place at right time, like, and things like that. So it all falls into place. It all aligns.
I love that. Spiritual, getting connected with ourselves. I love that. So I know you mentioned in the beginning that you have 3 beautiful kids.
Yes, I have 3 sons.
Sons,
Wow. All boys. Yes.
Wow.
Jaden, Justin, and Joshua, my babies. So they're 13, 15, and 17, almost 18 right now. So
okay, you got big boys.
Yes, big boys.
Protector.
Yep, absolutely.
So how is it being a boy mom with no girl?
It's cool. My boys are athletic scholars.
Wow.
Sports their whole lives. So they started out in gymnastics, got into martial arts, and now they're just basketball fanatics. So it's the games and the tournaments and everything. This is what we do. This is our whole lives.
Fitness.
Yes.
So that falls
This is a fit family. Like, we all do this thing.
So now it makes sense why you're a fitness motivator.
Yeah. I mean, I've been working out my whole life. I said, you know what? I need to always be, just because I'm a mom, I don't got to look like I got kids, right? So I've been exercising my whole life. Before the children, I dibble and dab a little bit, right? But once I had the kids, no, I said, okay, before I have the next one, I planned, my children were planned. So before I had the next one, I said, let me get myself back into shape before I start playing. So I already had it in my mind, like, how I'm going to do this thing. My thing was, I was constantly working out, but I never really took the stretching seriously. Okay,
Ooh, that's the thing, the stretch,
and that's the most important part.
Yes.
So I had to learn the hard way. Okay. Between always exercising, jumping up and down, because I never liked the slow thing. I'm like, oh, that's too boring. Yoga, blah blah blah, it's too slow. So I'm always. Yeah, that's pretty funny, right? Not breaking, doing my own thing, right? Yeah. So between that and working for the Postal Service, I did that 17 years.
Wow.
Okay, Bethpage facility in Long Island. And I did that 17 years, a lot of heavy lifting, moving and pulling. So that's a workout in itself. Okay, that along with my exercise made my body got so tight throughout the years, just very tight. And besides the stress of just being a young mom and things like that, too has an effect on the body. So recently, I mean, the past few years, I've been really into yoga and Pilates, like on my own, just stretching. And I notice, like, it's day and night. You feel better every day. Yes. I mean, a little bit better every day. Imagine how you're going to feel a year from now, right? So just first thing in the morning before you get out the bed, do some stretches. Yes. It makes a difference. I mean, there's things that I started feeling like health-wise where my equilibrium was off. I started towards the end of my career in the Postal Service. I gave that up about 2 years ago. It's been 2 years now since I've been there. Oh my gosh, I prayed for the day where I could just look back and be like, oh, that's history. Wow. Because I couldn't take it, like I was suffering. But I got out of there. I wanted to teach our children, their father and I, wanted to teach our children that they can work for themselves. So they don't have to fall into this robotic lifestyle and this, work, homework. We did years of that. I did my time and all of that. I wanted to show my children. So we started our brand. It's called Family Over Everything. It's written in the hospital lifeline. And it means to spread love and bring unity. So that was the first brand we started as a family. So that's my family brand.
Family over everything.
Family over everything.
And that's an amazing brand. So that's a brand between the
kid's father and the children. Okay. So we sold sweaters and shirts for years. We started out in 2013, and we've been consistent with selling like shirts on hand and things. Not really the website thing, but just going to events and things like that. The kids accompany us. They got to see us in action, to see that side of things. And I finally got to the place where I'm like, I couldn't take this going to the post office. It was like a tough time for me. So I stopped going. I resigned, and to make it, I just did whatever. Like, I started my cleaning company. It's called Always Hope.
Okay.
Always hope cleaning. And I just did clean for friends and friends of friends. Did that just to make money. And, the life coach. And there's few clients that I have, people that I talk to throughout the years and really inspired and motivate. I'm affiliated with Shomvak Hope, which is a organization in Uganda.
You are
Shouts out to Sugars.
Ooh.
Many shouts out to Sugars, my dear friend of many years. He's an artist in Uganda, and he is the CEO of Shomvak Hope, who he dedicated that organization to me because I've been his mentor through the years.
And helping him get in, spiritually, and helping him
everything, and helping him spiritually and little things financially here and there.
Okay.
For the children, he would call me, like he said to me the other day, he said, I forgot we never met in real life.
Wow.
Because we're always on the phone, like he knows my family, he's watched my children grow. Nice young man,
That's
nice young
amazing.
man.
So
Shomvak Hope.
Shomvak, wait, what is it?
Shomvak.
Shomvak. So I want to take it back a little. You being a mom of 3, I know you came on this podcast and I really appreciate it. You say your oldest son is about to be an adult. He's about to be 18 years old.
Yes.
About to go off to college and everything. What is it? What was it like with you having to raise 3 boys?
Well, having to raise 3 while working at the post, it was tough. But still, those are my babies. But it was tough because I was working overnights. And I was out of it for half of the time because, I'm mommy at home. It never stops.
Yes.
During the day, I got to cook, I got to clean, I got to do this and that, and then practice, and still it never stopped. Games, practices, I show up for all of that. Still, and I'm out of it. So it was kind of tough. That's why I was like, can't live this. I need to be present
for your boys.
For my children.
Okay.
So that was tough, but we did it. They're great kids.
Yes.
I get compliments all day about them from school and teachers and things like that.
They stay focused.
Very
disciplined.
Very disciplined. And thanks to those programs, thanks to the martial arts, and thanks to gymnastics and martial arts, my children, their whole lives, they've always had something to do. So it's second nature for them to just be doing something.
So what would you say as a mom for young kids as your child, especially in high school, what advice and stuff you would give for them in order to maybe support their mom that maybe don't have the ability to have their own job in what you do? Because sometimes some kids, when their mom is not present, they actually go the wrong way. They're not very disciplined.
Just get active. Think about what it is because what we do with our children is we see from they're young, we see what it is that they're into, and then we just guide them in that. We don't tell our children what to do or what to. We never tell our children what to do and what to get into.
That's a key point.
We don't. We watch them and we pay attention to them and see what it is that they're good at and what their passions are, and we guide them towards that. So whatever it is their passions are, find something in school something to motivate you.
Yes.
For me in school, I didn't really like school, no. But dancing, I did like dancing. I took my dance classes. So that's what motivated me, okay? So my kids, they love their games, their sports, and they're smart children. Their dad makes sure of that, to make sure that the work is done and all that. He was the one that took care of the homework and all that stuff. My attention span, it just can't take it.
But they get the fitness
they got
off
the balance,
you and
yes.
the motivated part.
Yes,
so that's very
absolutely.
good. You guys had that balance. So you have the education, they can go to dad
Daddy.
to help them with the homework, and then you have mom when they need that mental, because being in
and
sports,
that just mommy, that kind of, they need the hugs and then the love and all of that. And mommy, is always cooking and cleaning and all this stuff. So to be independent.
I love that. So what does stay in your lane mean to you?
Staying in your lane.
Yeah, when you hear stay in your lane, what does it mean to you? To Nadia?
Just whatever you came here for. We all have our skills and abilities. Let's just focus on that, right? Mm-hmm. And not to get distracted.
Yeah.
Not to get distracted with maybe things that people's trying to push on you.
Oh, I love that. So can you share a personal story on how you actually found your lane in the spiritual path?
Well, I was depressed for a long time, even though I've been there for the kids, but I was in a dark place for a very long time. for the years that I was in the Postal Service, and just not feeling empty, you know, because my husband and I, we weren't really getting along, honestly. I mean, we work well together with the children.
Yes.
But with each other, no.
On the personal side.
On the personal side, we could not get along. But for the kids, we always came through for the children. So one day I turned around, I said, oh my God, my kids are cute, you know, these cute little babies. And I'm always supporting the dad who's into music, and I'm always going to his shows and things like that. Underground artists going to his shows, support the kids with their sports, gymnastics, sport. And I turned around one day, I said, I don't even know what my favorite color is. I don't know who I am.
Wow.
So I had to stop and say, let me find out in a house full of people, I just had to isolate in a house full of people.
Okay.
So I had to just tune them out, really, but not really, right?
Yes.
And then listen to my inspirational stuff, whether it be headphones or whatever you got to do to just
tap into your highness self.
Deprogram to reprogram.
Okay.
Really, because then you realize that your thoughts create your reality. I had to realize that, you know, you can create negative circumstances in your life by accident.
Yes.
By just dwelling
focusing
on what's happening, what it is. So it could be negative things, and you're dwelling on that. That's creating more negative. You got to think about it the way you want it.
Okay.
Deprogramming your mind and having positive affirmations. And then I started listening to Louise Hay. I feel like she saved my life. Louise Hay on YouTube. 101 Power Thoughts for Life. That's that's audio that I would listen to, and it really made me look at life so differently. Yes. To show that I don't have to be feeling depressed and sad and things. Just think about it, how every day I felt a little bit better, until you look back, oh my gosh, I'll never go back there again. Like, wow. I can't.
So by listening to positive affirmation, you find I called it maybe like a tribe, someone that speaks to you. So she helped you to find back your voice, or she helped you to see yourself?
See myself.
Okay. See
myself. And there's been many others after that, but she stands out because she's the first one. Wayne Dyer.
That foundation.
Yes. Okay. Different to tap into that side, and, you know.
So when you tap into your higher self and stuff, did you started like doing things for yourself?
Yes, I started just going out there and trying different things, like modeling, and I did my first movie. Actually, I went I do a lot of networking and stuff. That's another thing, because from my experience through supporting my ex-husband with his music career, I do a lot of networking. Okay. So I'd be out there a lot. So, you know, I meet a lot of people and things like that. So I would get into different things like modeling. I would do that. I would just jump out there and do it. Just to I did my first film. It's called Ladies. It's an indie film.
Okay.
Okay.
Independent website.
Yeah, and it's on Tubi.
Excuse me. Go check that out.
It's called Ladies, and it's on Tubi, and I'm one of the main stars. Yay. Okay. And it was a good experience. My first, you know, actually I didn't even go out thinking I'm gonna be I'm not an actress. I never did anything to be an actress, but I just said, you know what, let me try. I went to go network, and then I was able to audition. So I said, you know what, whatever. If I'm an extra and whatever, I'm walking behind the star, it's okay for me because I have my own brand. I could wear my shirt in the thing and promote that way. But I actually got the part, and so that was dope. That was dope. And so I think Akia for
giving you the opportunity.
For giving me the opportunity.
Shout out to her.
Yes.
So I want to piggyback on something that you said about you know, in a home with your family and everything, and then one day realizing that you've been living for others, even though it's good as a mother to show up for your family, especially your boys, but you wasn't showing up for yourself. You lost yourself.
I felt depleted. I felt empty. It was like robotic. Like I was there physically, but just like mentally, I wasn't there.
So what I take from that, so for
and I found myself,
excuse
me, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I found myself being too busy. Like my youngest son, Joshua, one day I remember vividly, he was talking to me. I was like, no, Joshua, not right now. I got to finish doing this and that. And I said, you know what? Let me stop. I'm turning into my mother. not to no offense or nothing, but she's a hardworking woman. She never really had time. She just had to go, doubles and triples and this and that. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to be like that for my children. I want to listen to them and hear and really form a connection with my kids. So I had to stop myself and say, you know what? Life is short, and tomorrow's not promised. And I don't know. I don't want my memory of my children to have a mommy to be, oh, she's always working and mommy's never here, blah, blah, blah. You know, I wanted them to, so I said, you know, from this day out, I'm going to create memories, real memories of teaching my kids and talking them through life and just taking the time to listen to them, patience.
You had to find yourself in order to do that, to have awareness within yourself.
So within finding myself, that's like me doing my own thing, like doing these modeling shows and really listening to music. And I love Nicki Minaj. Shout out to Nicki. That's my girl. I love Nicki.
I love Nicki. Yes, Big Barb Energy.
Oh, the Beat Me Up Scotty is what like that album really inspired me too.
Yes, really. I love Nicki. It's so funny because I have a whole YouTube where I go for Nicki. Hard. I go hard.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a Big Barb. Starting to break it to you guys. Too.
I've been listening to the new album and I'm feeling it, Nicki.
You need to go and check out episode, I think it's episode 8, right after my birthday. So my birthday was October the 12th, and I went to her concert. I went to the concert in Queens. Yes, Gag City. It was my second time seeing her for the year. I went in March.
I would have loved to been able to go.
I enjoy myself so much. It was so good. Like, I enjoy that. Oh, I love Nicki. She's my dose. She's my dose every single day. Yes, Pink Friday 2 is out now. Go check it out.
That's what I've been listening to.
Yes,
definitely.
Blessings. But she's actually one of my motivators that helped me to go to a lot of dark place. The music and everything, it's definitely speaks to you. But as a mom, I realized one thing that you said, because I have a sister and she has 2 girls. Even though you have 2 boys, she has 2 girls. And she's very strong and always there for the girls and everything like that. And I haven't got a chance to sit down with her. I'm about to bring her here because I have a lot of things to ask her, because I love to see powerful, strong Black women and just ask them about those challenges in raising a child, but also being there for yourself and not losing yourself in the midst of that, your identity and everything like that. Like how you create that balance.
Oh my gosh, you have to. You have to, and then the more you know, a better you makes a better us, right?
Yes.
Shouts out to HOP, help our people. Shout out to you, Hop. Better you makes a better us, definitely.
Oh, you're taking yourself.
Yeah, I was trying to get both of us, but then it was like
because you have to do it a long way.
Yeah.
Oh, here, you gotta put it long way, and it's gonna give you that view. There you go. So you can have your full and put it up there.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes. So
isn't that? Look at the universe. Look at the universe, because we're both Nicki.
We're both Nicki Minaj. Yes. I did not know that you love Nicki like that.
Oh my gosh, I love her. That's my girl.
I created a YouTube because of her back in 2022 when I met in my car accident, because I just love talking about her. I give the bars, but I haven't. We talk about that maybe off the air. Yeah, check out my YouTube.
I can't wait.
Oh my gosh. That's my YouTube channel, Talk the Truth. Listen, I give about hip hop tea and everything like that. I've been giving in the insights. But I have to ask you, so you was a mother, so how do you actually handle like negativity and feedback?
Negativity, I don't know. I just try to like keep my energy positive now at this point.
Yeah.
Right? So if negativity, I don't know.
Because you're so
I'm staying in my bubble. I tell people, look, I'm staying in my bubble, so I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Like, I'm quick to dismiss anything now that's negative, that's going to affect my energy. Yeah.
All right. I love that. So how do you actually prioritize tasks and have like multitasking? You mentioned you used to do that a lot with your...
So it comes second nature now. I've been there. I did that. So
I love that.
And now that I'm in a better space mentally, it just flows. Okay? When you're in a better space and you just love yourself,
yes,
truly you can not love yourself and not even know. Like before, I didn't even know I wasn't loving myself by not knowing, putting myself first and knowing myself. Because like I said, better you makes a better us. You can't be good for your children if you're not even good for yourself.
Yes.
Right. So when you start doing little things like like getting dressed, feeling good, like keeping your hair done, however it is.
Self-care. That's the biggest thing. Yes, it motivates you. So I always said, it's so funny that you said that, but I think it's all aligned. I always tell people, sometimes when you go into a depression phase or you feel like you're not yourself, you kind of isolate yourself so you can get back, maybe develop that self-awareness, that confidence to boost back yourself so you can show up for people in the world.
The isolation time is so important. Isolation.
Very, very
important.
I'm
for isolation. Yes.
Because I think isolation creates a stronger you. But I always say that you can't pour from an empty cup, right? And if you're not if you're not strong within, you're not going to be able to give your best self to the people that actually deserve it within your life of that. So I feel that self-care in making sure that you're there. And I think, is it selfish to say you have to put yourself first?
You have to. And then people would say, "Oh, you must be the queen of the house because I was married and then I had 3 boys, so I'm the only female in the house." But guess what? It was the loneliest time because it was boys. Like they were so into it's sports. That's what they do, right? Okay. So I didn't really understand. I just got into it because my boys. I'd be watching them watching the basketball games with them, and I'm not really understanding, but I love watching them. Like I like watching my kids do their thing. Right? Okay. So I wouldn't probably half the time I'm not participating, but I love watching them enjoy and laugh and things like that. So I'd be watching them with the games and stuff, and I'd yell out crazy things when they're doing their basketball, like, "Oh, interception." And they'd be like, "Mommy, no, this is not football, this is basketball." Things like that.
That is so cute.
Yeah, And
but I have a question. As a spiritual coach, right? I know you mentioned that you have a few clients. What are some of the common distractions that pull people out of their lane?
Just distracted by just what's happening. People need to go inward, right? Pay more attention to themselves instead of being so worried about what's happening in their surroundings. If everybody focused in, this would be a better world. Focus in. Like
focusing on their self and what they have to do.
Yeah, but it's just
swerving over in the next lane.
Yes, stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. And that's why I tell people when they, especially at this podcast, I'm like, it doesn't mean that I think we can all be a master, a jack of all trade, but we got to be master of at least one or two, right? Some people I know, they start something, then they swirl, they're gone over something else because they see somebody else doing it. So they get, okay, maybe I could do that too. By not focusing on where they're going and everything, they get caught up in somebody else's traffic. That's true. And to me, I think that's not about actually focusing on you and the things that you have to get done of that.
Yeah. So, and I'm a procrastinator. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a procrastinator. And
you are?
And I started many things in the past and didn't even, but guess what? It comes back around because this is full circle now. So the things that I've started that I probably feel like I didn't really get to where I needed to go or complete, like the Lord is sending it back around where it's like, okay, now I could finish. I had already planted seeds. It's called planted. I've planted many seeds before. So if it's your own thing, it's fine to do because we have different skills and ability. We all have many talents. Okay, but we can focus on that one important one, right? But as long as it's from you, because then don't get distracted with what somebody else is trying to push you in.
At all.
Right. That's where you go wrong. As long as it's all the things that you love, do it all. But then focus on,
what you have to get done. Yes. What's going to be meaningful to you. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes many people do things to please others, or many people do things to take revenge or spite others. Yeah. And it's an egoistic thing.
I'm out of it. My mindset is not even there.
Rather than an inner thing. But your mindset is not there because you're more aware now and you're so focused on yourself. So the noise and the distraction of other people's life doesn't actually affect you, which is good. So I have to ask you this. What are some of the biggest challenges you faced while staying in your lane now?
I can't. No, because challenges. Oh my gosh, my life is I'm just so happy right now. It's like, what are the challenges?
You are in a happy place
right
now, which is
nothing.
Good.
I'm unbothered. Yes, I'm just so unbothered. What is the biggest challenge?
But it did take you a little road.
I do wish that I was closer with my family, like my mom and stuff like that. Our relationship's been very bumpy, or many many years. That's a challenge. That's a challenge.
Okay.
You know,
So
but
how do you think you can fix that?
you know, I just let it go. Sometimes you just gotta let people go. Respectfully, you can love people from far. You know, because if you're trying to keep holding on, it depletes you.
Okay.
Certain situations you gotta just let go and love from far. So certain situations you gotta just, and it's not just her. I don't want to like.
But you think that's something that you can maybe nourish, or you think that it's
Nurture.
something that you can nature? Do you think it's something that it's not, you are okay with it?
I've gone to a place where I'm okay.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm for healing. Yes, and I pray. I pray for our connection and things like that. But right now, I can definitely love from far and respect other people's what they want for themselves.
All right. So that's just something in the future that you manifest. I love that.
Yeah.
So what are some of the lessons that you have learned from failure and setback in your new profound place that you're in right now?
That I don't regret anything. Like before, I'd live in regrets and just wishing that, oh, no, I don't regret anything because it made me the person who I am now. Everybody's got things. Everybody's got, their own path and experiences in order to grow. So the things that you go through, your response to the situation determines the outcome. So things are going to happen in life. Things are going to happen. But it's our response to it that determines the outcome. So you don't go dwelling in like what happened, blah, blah. Just learn from it. Learn from it.
So how do you continue growing?
Just continue to take care of myself. You know, self-care, that's how.
Yeah.
Focus on me, really. And really, I'm more like peaceful. I like quiet time. You know, I'm a homebody. I come out when I'm when it's something I got to do. But other than that, I love my music and I love cleaning and I love, making the house nice and decorating and things like that. So, yeah, just those simple things, the simple things. I like nature. I love, going to the park and I appreciate all of that. Because I worked nights for many years, 17 years working nights. No sunlight, I'm sleeping during the day and working in this building where you don't even know what's going on outside for many years. And it's like, oh, now I appreciate the sun and I appreciate all seasons and everything.
Look at that. So by listening to your story and everything, I feel like what you have went through, like in the past, has fostered this new profound Nadia that, okay, you have created this nice, beautiful scenery and this beautiful aurora that you actually gives off. Guys, let me tell you, she has a great energy. It's so amazing.
Thank you.
And everything. But I love that you're so enlightened and inclined with you and just focusing on positivity rather than the negative of that.
Yeah,
How long did it take you to get to this path?
Oh, it's been, I can't even say the time. It's been about 8 years now that maybe 8 years ago I was depressed. But, through time, like I said, I feel better, a little bit better every day. So it's like, oh, now I can't see myself going back, period, And
that little bit every day, just to reiterate, girls, what she said, it starts from that affirmation. Of believing in yourself.
Deprogramming to reprogram, because we've been taught a lot of things that's not good, not right.
I think that's going to be the title. Deprogram to
reprogram, yes.
That's going to be the title of that episode, of this episode, and I love it. So how can a listener apply your insights to their life?
Just stop. Stop. Whatever it is, just stop. Take a focus. Focus within. Don't worry about what's going on out there and all the politics and what's happening. If everybody just tried to make their own personal self better, to make your household better, then that would radiate out to the world.
Okay, I love that. So as we close
on an individual basis, yes.
Oh, we're over 30-minute mark. That's fine. I just have 2 more questions for you. So what advice would you give someone that is struggling right now?
To know that God is with them. Talk to God. Really, honestly, I'm so grateful. God has brought me through, and I'm so grateful. Thank you, because I'm still here.
That's amazing. God, put God first, guys.
Yes.
So if there is there any quote that you actually, I know you said you listen to your affirmation. Is there any quote that you say every day that keeps you going, keep you motivated?
Choose to be kind over being right. Everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to be right. But if you just choose kindness and to be compassionate, because there's we're lacking that. Like the simplest things, common sense is not common anymore.
Okay.
The simplest thing, just to be kind. Be kind.
Love that. So thank you so much, Nadia, for coming on. I wish we have more time. I hear them banging on my door. They're like, it's time to go.
Yes, but I'm so glad. Thank you for having me.
So happy you came on. I really appreciate it. Maybe in the future we maybe do part 2, dive in more, into some more intellectual family stuff, letting mothers know how they can actually be a mother and be present, because I think that's a big thing, because many mom out there is struggling just to balance in that life.
And I'm kind of not to, but I know we got to go maybe part 2, but I'm not really I don't live with my kids right now. We're separated, but it works because I'm a mom from the outside. Like we just don't sleep in the same house basically. Okay. But I handle the things that needs to be handled from the outside.
So as a mom, what you have for the college student here?
Just to make sure that you're going to college because you want to and you already know what you want to do. Because really, I'm for like just getting a trade and just, whatever. But if you're in school, make sure that it's what you want to do. Because when I went to college, I was just doing it because it's the right thing to go to college. I didn't even know what I was in school for. But make sure that you're focused, you stay focused, and then you're here because you know exactly
what you want
what it is.
I love that. So guys, as usual, I'm gonna leave you guys with a quote. Remember to seek God, seek the kingdom, and everything that you wish for will be granted to you. Just go over, you understand, believe in yourself, believe in the Father, put him first. Whatever you're going through, don't be afraid to kneel down and ask him for help, and don't be afraid to ask him forgiveness for anything that you think that he won't forgive you for. So this is your time. Stop prioritizing someone else and start focusing on your own growth and your own happiness. And number 1, respect yourself, love yourself, believe there has never been a person like you, and there will never be again. So believe in yourself, believe in your goals, believe in your possibility. Put God first, as usual. I'll tell you guys. So thank you so much again, Nadia, for actually coming on, and I really appreciate you coming. And for everyone, my listeners, I would love to know your feedback. Remember, drop a comment and let us know what inspiration, motivation, whatever you take from this episode, I would love to know. And put God first.
Yes, you can find me on Nads Free,
yes.
Nads _ NADZ
yes, thank you for reminding
_ free on TikTok.
There we go.
That's my favorite app, TikTok. Let's go.
I love it. So yes, guys, please go over to TikTok. She's doing some amazing video there. You can get to some spiritual healing. So let me tell you, that's NADZ _ FREE on TikTok. Okay. For now, I'm out. Please love yourself, and remember, start unknown, finish unforgettable. Stay in your lane, guys. Stay in your lane. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye.
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.